are you all? Today I'm so excited to be reviewing Free episode 9, and episode 9 was just all types of pain and suffering and oh. So for all of us who found out that Sosuke's shoulder has been injured, it's just been coming up on screen all the time, and you just see Sosuke in all these tragic and sad scenes, and we got a really good balance of like happy stuff and like dramatic stuff, but at the same time, like a lot of Haru's internal issues have been coming out. Haru is generally like a very quiet character, so usually we don't really get a sense of what he's feeling. But in today's episode, we really got to see him like really put it out there that he doesn't want to swim because of scouts or times or competition. He wants to swim for himself, for his friends, and to be free. And it's so rare to see Haru get angry. So I give Nobunaga Shimazaki lots and lots of like star Seiyu points because he just did an amazing job with Haru's voice in this episode. We get to see like the difference between Haru and Rin, mainly because Rin is so driven to like achieve his dream versus for like Haru doesn't really know what his dream is, and generally he's more caught up in the present than he is in the future. Rin has been working like every single day of his life towards his dream, and he kind of thinks that Haru might want to swim competitively as well, but because Haru is so undecided and all this like negative pressure isn't really helping him, he ends up being like really conflicted, and he actually like stops right in the middle of his individual race, and it's such a shock because all the scouts are watching, everyone is watching, and everyone's just like freaking out that like Haru is kind of freaking out. Haru's dream in this episode is probably like the darkest that Free has ever gone because it's just all these like distorted emotions, massages, and it's so bad. Like Free never gets this dark, but at the same time, seeing all this emotional depth in the characters really fleshes out their personalities, and it really lets us get to know them beyond like the happy swimming times kind of stuff. Makoto is probably the most perceptive of all their friends, and Makoto really kind of knows and senses that there's something wrong with Haru. Because Haru isn't very vocal, we just kind of have to see how he decides to act, but generally I'm pretty sure when he swims he'll like have some sort of epiphany in the water like he always does, and hopefully by the time we finish the relay, Haru has worked out his internal feelings because we only have around 3 episodes left and there's still quite a bit to work out. I'm really concerned about Sosuke as a fangirl because I don't know if he's going to be able to swim. I know all the Makoto fangirls got a really cute Mako shower scene, and there was a scene where he was asleep, so that was cute on Makoto's part. You get to see Seijuro appear, and I guess Seijuro and Momotaro are just probably like the cutest siblings ever. Like they win the prize for like best siblings. It's just nice to see all the characters back in like that really competitive aspect and like swimming. There's just so much emotional buildup, and because it kind of hangs on a cliffhanger, you don't really know what Haru's thinking, you don't really know where it's going. There's so many dark scenes when like Sosuke's like sitting on his own and like holding his shoulder and like brooding, and I'm like, you're so tragic, I just want to hug you. And like I really hope Sosuke swims, but at the same time I think if he does swim, it's gonna like take more of a toll on his shoulder, and he's just gonna be like really injured, or he has to take a long break or get surgery or something, and I'm like, oh, I'm so concerned, and oh my god. So basically just a lot of tears in this episode, and I feel like it has to get worse before it gets better. That's generally how stories go and how stuff happens. So like Haru has to swim even though he doesn't really want to in front of all these scouts, and Sosuke has to swim because of the relay, and he really doesn't want to let Rin know that he's injured because Rin will definitely like keep him out of the race for the sake of his health, and because Sosuke is so driven and so motivated and so competitive, he's definitely going to want to swim because he wants to swim with Rin. And oh my god, all the feels! All the feels! I love all the characters in Free, but I particularly like Haru and Sosuke a little bit more. So this episode was just like all the feels for me and all the tragicness. And I was actually watching this with my friend Haley, and we just kind of sat there after the episode, and it was like, what is life? What do we do even? Like, what is the point anymore? So these are basically all my feels for all the feels in Free episode 9. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think is gonna happen. What do you guys think of Sosuke's situation, of Haru's situation? There is a scene when Rin asks Makoto, like, what do you want to do with your future? So where is that all gonna go? Do you think that Haru and Rin are actually gonna head up at the same universities later on? And there's just so many questions in Free right now that we really want answered, and you're just waiting and waiting and waiting for the next episode, and I really want the episode like so badly. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys are looking for more from me, click around to any of the links below, and I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. Bye!